What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. Coming from Canada tonight. A lot of big things happened on the show, kicking off with Roman Reigns, as he talked about Battleground coming out, and talked about the Authority isn't here and they're on vacation, and pretty much talking about, I guess, trying to mock Triple H, saying that maybe John Cena can neutralize him, or say he can take out the others. That Roman Reigns say he could take him out, but he's got a hair trigger. He's a one-in man right now, but he say he could take everybody out. And when people were starting to chant, Cena sucks, he says when Roman Reigns is in the house, you're damn right Cena sucks, and I thought that was cool. And talk about he's not a pawn, he's going to be the next world champion. And pretty much Kane came out, so you stand in for the Authority now? Well, no, you're Triple H's lapdog. No. Rephrase that. You're Randy Orton's bitch. And pretty much Kane walked into them. They pretty much brawled into the ring all over the place, then Kane and Roman Reigns, until the referees came out. Kane chokeslammed one of the referees, everybody went crazy. And then agents came out. Then pretty much you got Jamie Noble and Finlay holding Roman Reigns back, and Roman Reigns knocked down Jamie Noble and speared Finlay, and he speared Finlay, did this Superman punch on Kane, and pretty much that was the brawl right there, which is really good to kick off the show in a way. So that was pretty much good, and I'm wondering who's running the show tonight. If there's nobody else here in the Authority, who's going to be running the show? Harper and Rowan against the Usos. Another great tag team match as usual, which pretty much cheering for both teams. Let's go Usos, let's go Wyatt family, and they pretty much were with both guys tonight. So it was a good match. Harper and Rowan won the match. Harper pretty much hit that clothesline on one of the Usos, winning the match. So it was another one. I'm surprised that wasn't for the tag team titles tonight. Maybe the next pay-per-view would be. Randy Orton was talking back with Kane, so he would have been out there if Roman Reigns did one thing to have his back. And pretty much he'll have his back at the pay-per-view and stuff, and then Kane still have his back also to bring the title back to the Authority. And Seth Rollins came with his Money in the Bank case, and yeah, it was a good thing showing some solidarity. Maybe I'll think twice if one of you guys win the belt. And Orton said, I'm getting ready to start to hate that kid. And then Kane said, I'm getting ready to start to hate you. So it looks like it's going to be every man for himself. The Authority made a Diva one arm behind tied back Alicia Fox versus Nikki Bella, with Nikki Bella getting her arm tied, but Alicia Fox pretty much went in crazy mode, started beating her, toning the Stone Cold Alicia Fox, taking I guess it was Red Bull, but I felt like the crowd was chanting boring or something when it was with Alicia Fox and Nikki Bella. It wasn't even a match. It pretty much Alicia Fox beating the crap out of Nikki Bella and then walking all over the place, like I said, being Stone Cold with the Red Bulls. Rusev went against Rob Van Dam, and my God, does RVD have to lose to everybody on this show? And people are really chanting for RVD and ECW and a whole bunch of other stuff. But they even showed the promo from Rusev Coulter talking about Jack Swagger about issuing a challenge at Battleground against Rusev. And I see people have to say RVD has to put people over, but my God, how many people does RVD have to lose to? Like, you gotta put over this fucking idiot. Like, come on, I almost felt like RVD was jobbing to Rusev. I don't even know if it elevates. Like, I know RVD is a legit competitor, but like, come on, they gotta do something with RVD around here. My God, I almost wanted to win a title. I just want to win a title now. Win an important match, be at the top of the food chain again. Randy Orton went against Dean Ambrose, which I thought was a really great match. Pretty much chairs getting thrown in the ring, everybody chanting ECW, and people on Ambrose's side, pretty much Ambrose about to hit that clothesline when he falls back into the ropes and go at Orton, but Orton had got that RKO after he missed the first RKO, winning the match. So great match. Roman Reigns, John Cena was in the back being interviewed, talking about the Authority and talking about the titles around his neck, that they all weighed a lot. And pretty much Roman Reigns came up and pretty much he said strong words there, but he don't need Luck Holmes, and he said we'll see. Holmes. So the Holmes thing was kind of good. Pretty much, so they were getting ready to brawl, so they did that. Del Rio went against Ziggler. Fandango was on commentary. Ziggler got a big pop, but I don't think this match is all that, other than Fandango talking about this whole whatever Summer Rae and Layla thing, and pretty much Fandango got on top of the table, his music played, started dancing, Ziggler was distracted, Del Rio kicked him in the back of the head, and I even know it was a title shot for main event tomorrow night, so they said that they're in the Intercontinental title Battle Royale, but it's a title shot for the U.S. title the next night. Tell me if anybody doesn't think that's odd right there, because that's very odd. Pretty much Layla didn't came to Fandango. He's trying to steal him with Summer Rae. He said no, and pretty much Summer Rae looked at him and smiled and walked off. Jerry Lawler was out in the ring, pretty much talking about the last time he was in Canada. He had a heart attack, and he thanked the doctors and everybody chanted Jerry, all the doctors in Canada, to help him save his life when he had the heart attack. And pretty much he introduced Bret Hart. Bret Hart came out, so it was an honor to be back. Talking about it feels like no matter what happened back then, because he feels like he can do one more match, win the WWE title again, become champion. Pretty much become champion. Saying the best there, they say the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Until his music hit again. And Damien Sandow. I don't know. Sandow, he was dressed as Bret Hart, so
over there, we'll see it down here.
Got one remote. Give me that. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, Sandow, pretty much coming out dressed as Bret Hart, then mocking him, mocking Canada. That's what he was doing, and talking about the screw job, and talking about that Canada was not that good, and it pretty much turned into Bret Hart punching him to the ground. Everybody pretty much went crazy then. So they went crazy for him, and pretty much it was really good. And pretty much Bret Hart got a big pop though. And then Sandow went against Sheamus. Sheamus pretty much beat him with the bro quick. And it wasn't even pretty much a quick match. Wasn't much to say. Other people was on Sheamus' side. The Miz, Hollywood Rock 2003 version. Pretty much talk about Jericho and the letter he got from Johnny Russo to knock his biggest fan, knock Jericho. He's ready for his close-up, his fist to his face. Chris Jericho went against the Miz. Jericho got a huge pop. Jericho pretty much won, taking out Miz, Walls of Jericho. The Wyatt's music hit. Then Bray Wyatt was at the top of the stage, and all the cell phone lights in the crowd. Talking about Jericho, you're trying to save us. You can't even save yourself. And pretty much the action speaks louder than words. He said all these Jerichoholics have turned on you. They're with him now. And pretty much he kept talking. He said you would never, ever mocking Jericho. And then Jericho told him, would you please shut the hell up? And pretty much he's going to come up that ramp and kick his ass all over the place. And pretty much the Wyatt's music hit in. Harper and Rowan showed up on stage. And pretty much the outnumbering Jericho. So Jericho pretty much didn't have people that kept chanting Y2J then. So it's a lot more coming with Jericho and Wyatt. AJ pretty much got a big pop, and Paige went against Funkadactyl. CM Punk chants. Once again, CM Punk chants pretty much happened then, and AJ and Paige won, and then the Funkadactyls pretty much pushed each other in brawl, which I don't think anybody cared. If you ask me throughout the entire brawl, Naomi was pretty much laying haymakers all over Cameron, and like Cameron just grabbed Naomi, just literally almost like a street fight. for some reason. Naomi's just laying haymakers all over cameras. The referee breaks it up. So, I don't know. Pretty much knocking the crap out of him. Like hard shots. And you see Cameron doesn't even really punch back. But Naomi's just knocking the crap out of him. So, she pretty much knocked the crap out of Cameron all over the place. Hold on. There is no other remote down here. There's no other remote. Wait, what? Talk to my buddy, what? I don't know, Naomi just knocked the crap out of him. What else happened on the show? Old Cesaro, he was out there with Paul Heyman. He was out there with Paul Heyman, and pretty much, he said, Paul, you can't see these people. They're Montreal Quebecans, and pretty much insulted them in, pretty much, I guess, Quebec language then. And, he pretty much, what else does Cesaro do? I don't know, the crowd started chanting something. They started... Yeah, they started chanting something to Cesaro. So about, you said something, I don't know what he said in French, but he said it. And... What did he say? What did the crowd chant to him? Well, it wasn't... What Quebec then? What did they chant back to him?
I don't know. Where?
They pretty much chanted Quebec back to... I don't know what they said. They said something to him, and pretty much once again, second straight week in a row, Kofi beat him with a roll-up. And then Cesaro pretty much with the knockdown Kofi again, but Big E came out for the save and pretty much picked him up. Which, I don't know if the crowd really reacted, but they did. Seth Rollins with the top John Cena in the back. Somebody proves the best then. That he could cash in any time, but Cena said you're full of crap. And he says, remember you had your Shield buddies back in the day, but this time you don't really have that stuff for Chan. But he said, you're good, but I don't know if you can handle him, he says, pretty much. Bo Dallas pretty much killed El Torito in the ring, which was at least funny at the kind of this time. Pretty much like, I believed. Yeah, he pretty much killed El Torito. Cena when he against Seth Rollins then. Cena and Rollins pretty much was a good match, even though Cena got more offense. He pretty much ended in disqualification. Kane music hit. He came out in. Orton tapped from behind. They both was beating up Cena. Roman Reigns came out then, pretty much taking down both Orton and Kane. Seth Rollins took the Money in the Bank briefcase. He knocked down Reigns. He's about to cash. He was ready to cash, but Dean Ambrose came from the crowd and they brawled to the back. Then Orton pretty much tried to come in for another RKO, but Cena FU'd him in the ring. Kane came in for a choke slam, but Reigns speared him and Reigns helped up Cena. I think the crowd wanted Reigns to beat up Cena, but he pretty much raised his hand and I guess saving him for Battleground. But it was a great show tonight. Bret Hart back, so we'll see what happens at Battleground in a few weeks. Some good matches tonight also. So once again, you know it's me, it's Media HOOD coming with the news and reviews. You know I ain't know what I do with the flow of the show. Cam and I saw. Now we're done with this review of Monday Night Raw. Sorry for the interruptions. Had to play incognito, had to play it off, but we got the video done. I mean, hey, never know what happens. Live, not starting over. Out here, see you later. Peace.